Yes, there's a chill in the air, and that can mean only one thing. Halloween is on its way. Have you been to Lowe's lately? Anyway, today we're talking about your favorite dead guy, Bela Lugosi. Now, some people say it's Bella, but others say Bela. So we're going with Bella, but you can say Bela. Let's call the whole thing off.
Bela Lugosi was born on October 20th, 1882, as Bela Ferenc Dezo Blasco, the youngest of 4 children in the Kingdom of Hungary, now Lugo, Romania. At the age of 12, Lugosi dropped out of school. He began his acting career in 1902, playing small roles in several plays and musicals. After moving to Budapest in 1911, he played dozens of roles with the National Theatre of Hungary between 1913 and 1919. During World War I, he served as an infantryman in the Austro-Hungarian Army, rising to the rank of captain. He was awarded the Wound Medal for wounds he suffered while serving on the Russian front. Due to his activism in the Actors' Union in Hungary during the Revolution of 1919, he was forced to flee his homeland. He first went to Vienna before settling in Berlin, where he continued acting. He took the name Lugosi to honor his birthplace, and eventually traveled to New Orleans as a crewman aboard a merchant ship. Lugosi was approached in the summer of 1927 to star in a Broadway theater production of Dracula. The show was successful, running for 261 performances before touring the United States. Lugosi decided to stay in California when the play ended its West Coast run. His performance had piqued the interest of Fox Film, and he was cast in the studio silent film The Veiled Woman in 1929. With no other film roles in sight, he returned to the stage as Dracula for a short West Coast tour of the play. Despite his critically acclaimed performance on stage, Lugosi was not Universal Pictures' first choice for the role of Dracula when they decided to do the 1931 film version. Different prominent actors were considered before Lugosi got the part. The film turned out to be a box office hit. Through his association with Dracula, Lugosi found himself typecast as a horror villain in films such as Murders in the Rue Morgue and White Zombie in 1932, The Raven in 1935, and Son of Frankenstein in 1939. Lugosi was often paired with Boris Karloff. Karloff was able to demand top billing. This very much frustrated Lugosi. During his movies with Karloff, he performed major roles only in The Black Cat, The Raven, and Son of Frankenstein. Even in The Raven, Karloff received top billing despite Lugosi performing the lead role.
Karloff, sidekick? Fuck you!
Bela Lugosi actually only played Dracula twice in films. The last time was in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein in 1948. Many people consider this one of the best movies ever made.
Did you ever notice in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, there's a scene where Dracula actually shows a reflection? That's not right.
Some of his other notable films were Ninotchka, starring Greta Garbo, The Body Snatcher, The Invisible Ray, The Return of Shandu, and Spooks on the Run, among many others. By this time, Lugosi had been receiving regular medication for chronic sciatica that had developed from his military service, and he became addicted to morphine. This drug dependence was known to producers, and the offers eventually dwindled to a few parts in Ed Wood's low-budget films, including a brief appearance in Plan 9 from Outer Space. During his last years, Lugosi sought treatment for his sickness and abuse of painkillers. Frank Sinatra heard of his problems, and he helped with expenses and visited Lugosi at the hospital. Sinatra would recall Lugosi's amazement at his visit, since the two men had never met before. Lugosi was married 5 times and had 1 son, Bella George. Sadly, Bela Lugosi died of a heart attack on August 16, 1956, while lying on a bed in his Los Angeles apartment. He was only 73 years old. Lugosi was buried wearing one of his Dracula costumes in the Holy Cross Cemetery in Culver City, California. He was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 6430 Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California on February 8, 1960.
There have been a lot of great vampires through the years in all the movies, even Leslie Nielsen and George Hamilton. Who was your favorite? Leave it in the comments down below, and I'll see you again next time, unless I come to my own sad ending.